I also put this on these. So yes, that's my way of protecting them. It's just a ceramic coating. They've been out here curing in the sun all day. Alright, back inside. Time to clean this nonsense up. Gotta JB weld some more stuff. Do a little wire management. Clip this whole thing in. Yeah. Alright, first order of business is going to be clipping this whole thing back in. I've lined up here and here, these little ball sockets. One on the bottom will also kind of clip on too if you just give it a little push right here. That's where he lives, is down in there. I'm going to go ahead and just click him in. Alright, got it clipped in. Now we're just going to deal with all these wires. Little blue electrical connector slides in there. He's nice and happy. Now we got to do some wire management. I also brought this wonderful reflector for the turn signal back up, because we're going to kind of have to hide everything. Just based on what I did on this other light. I'm going to take this guy and kind of shove him up here so that we can have access to this little turn here so that we can adjust brightness after we've got everything in. So you'll also take this LED driver, and I believe he's going to live kind of, well, if I could get a good grip on him, kind of right about there. And we'll just JB weld everything in place. So, away we go. Something else I should probably mention, there's a little red LED on this board right here, right next to that red wire. I'm just going to put some JB weld over that so I don't have to look at him. This is a fun game I like to play called Wait for the JB Weld to Dry. Hold your finger on that, and these clips are wonderful and invaluable for holding things in place. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, so we need to cable manage all of this and make it not look like crap. So we'll use some zip ties, make everything look nice. Typically, all of this is going to be hiding behind this reflector. This reflector attaches here. There's another one below it. And this little tab here sits into this little hole. So he just kind of attaches in. Clip, a clip, and then there's also this fun little bullet here. So I just kind of route everything up through here. That needs to be in that area. Let me show you what it looks like once we get everything zip tied in. Oh, and we're also going to need to take this fun little eyebrow piece and reattach it to the rest of that there. It's just held on by 3 screws. Zip ties on 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 zip ties. And like I said, it just clips in. Oh yeah. Looks like a headlight. Let me just sit this down. Yeah. So we need to clean everything up. Probably inside of this reflector, projector itself, inside and out, this reflector bowl, all the lenses, everything needs to look perfect before we end up resealing it. And we're going to want to blow everything out with compressed air as well. We should also probably do some testing at this point before we finalize everything. So we'll do some testing, we'll do some cleaning, and then we'll be resealing them, and we should be good. Something else I should probably mention. The stock halo is going to contact left and right as this thing swivels. I could probably do some Dremel magic and make it work, or we could just leave it off. When we actually get, let me see if I can position this on here without everything up. I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, yeah, if you get it at certain angles, you can kind of see the plastic, but I don't think it's going to bother me. Just something to keep in mind about these projectors. The reason that is because the projector, you remember, is a little bit shorter than the stock one. If I went with like an Evo XR projector, it probably would have been okay, and I could have used the, stock halo. But on this, I'm just going to omit it. I'm willing to trade slight little things aesthetically for performance. And something else. I'm sorry for the glare. Not a single error message. Perfectly happy. And there's no hyper flash when I lock the car and turn it off either because of our fun little relay mod that we did earlier. Lots of good stuff. Something else we're going to want to do while we're out here is adjust the brightness of these guys to roughly match the LED strip. I have access, just barely, to get on that little blue guy and spin that brass wheel to adjust voltage to increase or decrease the brightness of these guys. I've also got a multimeter and fun little jeweler's screwdriver there. Multimeter I'm just going to stick on that red and black lead, see what the voltage is coming off the board. That way I can make both sides match. 6.57, 6.58 volts is about what I decided on there. I think it looks pretty good. I think that's what we'll go with. Also, turn the car off, lock it. No strobing because of our fun little relay. Woohoo! I just need to wait for dark and aim these things against the shed of death. So probably just take these back inside, wait for the sun to set, and come on back out and aim them. Oh, it's bright. Oh, it's bright. Oh, I can't see anything. At least through the camera. Jeez. Well, here, I'll stand in front of the passenger side. You can see they're not quite even. I think that's within adjustment, though. I think that's going to be okay. Step over here to the driver's side. You can't quite see because of the passenger side. Arch. Then, when you throw high beams on, that's essentially what happens is the shutter opens up and, well, then you can see more of the road. What I also found fun, that's just the LED strips. That's just lit up using that. Lights up the whole area, and then if I turn on the turn signal, Turn the headlights back on. Yep, I think we're doing pretty well here. Screaming outside here. This has been holding me up for a while. Finally spent some time polishing these up, put some ceramic coating on them, resanded everything before that, and got them looking halfway decent. You can kind of see the reflection. A little orange peely in some places, you know, whatever. They've got some clear coat and ceramic coating on them. Should be good enough. Like I said, way better than last time. Just driving me nuts the time before. Yeah. What have I done since I last filmed? I put on that. Just a little JB weld. JB quick. JB quick weld quick. Right in there. On those supports that we dremeled off at the beginning of the video. I also drilled a hole, put a little Gore-Tex patch back here. Some photos for your pleasure. A hole, a patch. But that'll just allow air and moisture to breathe out but not get in. Gore-Tex is cool stuff. We also need to clean up everything because we're going to get ready to put the lens on. Some 90% isopropyl alcohol if needed. So these long Q-tip sticks are wonderful. Got a whole bunch of those. Butyl rubbers over there, because I've already pretty much done the other one. We're just going to clean everything up. Get a flashlight. You know, figure out where your dirt is, because lens doesn't look so hot. It's looking okay. A lot of dust. Compressed air is also probably a good idea too. But we're just going to clean this up, get things ready. Yeah. This is a dry Q-tip, by the way. No alcohol or anything. Dry. For me. Alright. Everything's been wiped down. Everything's looking good. Get some rubber butyl wonderfulness and get it in this channel. Woohoo. You just kind of mush it into the channel. It's this giant snake of butyl. And it kind of stretches and it's a little sticky. But you just kind of stretch and form, which is impossible to do with one hand. You just kind of stretch and press it in. You know, make it fit in there. You're going to go all the way around, and when you come back to this end, you can kind of pick this guy up and kind of mush them together. The idea is just to create a continuous bead. Round, 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 around, 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 around. Around. Yep. Now we get to take the lens and shove it on there. After we dust everything off with compressed air again. The lens is on. Well, not really. You can see I've just kind of sat it on there. But we're just gonna kind of press them into place, make sure everything's lined up all nice, and stick them on there with some clamps. Then we get to heat them up in the oven. I'm very tired. I want to go to sleep now. Clamps. Alright, the clamps were on it overnight, and it actually kind of forced itself together without any heat. Although, if we come over here, yeah, that's gonna need some heat. So we'll chuck this in the wonderful box oven Saab thing and hopefully seal it up and press it together. No, don't want to put it that way. I want to put it this way. We are currently about 210, 212. We'll leave it in there for about 15 minutes. Headlight time! Alright. Mush together. Mush together. Mush together. You just want everything to seat in. All of that butyl is in there. Nice and soft. I'm going to add clips in some strategic locations. I also apologize if this is completely out of frame because I have no idea if I'm framing this correctly or not, because I'm more worried about getting this headlight to seal properly. Now I've just got 5 of these clips. I'm just spacing them out around the headlight. Woo! That was a clip flying across the room. By the way. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I'll show you what we're dealing with. That's seated in nicely. You can actually see it's still really soft. Clip. Clip. Clippy, clip, and gap isn't too big. Kinda, yeah. That's what we're going for. I'll let it sit and firm up some, probably about another 15-20 minutes or so. Then I'll take the clips off, and we should be good to go. How do we know that it's time to take our clips off? Set up nicely. I can kind of stick my fingernail in there. Feels like the butyl is set up nicely. It isn't sticking to me. So you can grab him off. And yes, they do seem to like to stick to the clear coat a little bit. Come on, focus. Yeah. Not a big deal. I don't really care that much. Or you could just polish your headlights properly and avoid using clear coat.